It's time for Dutch Oven Cooking with C-Dub. Here's your host, C.W. Butch Welch.
Crust is, and we've already got it made ahead of time, this is simple, and it is a foolproof crust. 2 cups of flour, a pinch of salt, 2 sticks of butter, and 6 ounces of this 8-ounce package of cream cheese. And we want that softened at room temperature. We put it in our flour, and we're going to cut that up, and you're going to end up with a ball of dough. And so what I do, and this needs to chill before we work it, so what I do is I make my crust, and I put it in a Ziploc and I mash it out. And this is just about the diameter of my Dutch oven. Of apples there. We've got 6 cups of cranberries, more or less. And we want to start just by giving those a mix. What we want to do next, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of tapioca. This is our thickening. And I'm going to stir this in. And we will then add we're going to thicken, or not thicken this, we're going to sweeten this with honey. This gives us a totally different flavor. So we want to get our tapioca in. We're using 2 cups of honey. Now that sounds like a lot, but these cranberries are quite tart. Adding this citrus adds another great contrasting flavor. So I want all of this in. I'm going to add some cinnamon and nutmeg and mix this all up, and we'll add our honey. Then this mixture goes into our Dutch oven, and we will do our top crust. So our cinnamon, I'm going to put this in my hand so I don't get too much. Just one more little bit. Okay, now this all gets stirred up when our honey goes on this, and then into our Dutch oven, top with our crust. And we've got a kind of a little holiday decoration we're going to do on our crust, and so our honey just goes on top of this. We'll give it a quick stir. We want to just take some pats of butter, and they're going to go on here on the top before we put our crust on. Goes back there. Okay, let's get our crust. Okay, so that's going to set in our Dutch oven just like that. Okay, now let's have some fun, and this is where the kids like to get involved. Get me another cutting board. Our decorations up on top. And you could use any sort of cookie cutters and sprinkles, and our sprinkles just didn't want to stick today. So we're going to, we have a snowflake. We're not going to need the lid on this because we wouldn't be baking this with the lid on if we were using a normal baking pan or pie pan. And all we're going to do is set the legs down on the tray, or through the grate there. And our oven's been preheating. We're going to cook this for about an hour at 365 to 375 degrees. So that's all there is to baking in a Dutch oven in your home oven.